Hello again, this is Eric Navas, and yes, I did get a haircut. And for those who are wondering, if you're new to this channel, these are my Bluetooth slash headphones. So the reason why I wear them sometimes in these videos is because just in case someone calls me or see a message, then I can just that way I can hear them, and that way you don't hear the ringtone, but I hear it. So that's for those who are wondering. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you about the one question that UBF cannot answer without denying their own theology. And let me give more context so that this question will make more sense. So UBF was officially created in early 1960s. Wikipedia says 1961. It's actually 1962, but that's a whole nother discussion about that. And the last disciple of Jesus that passed away and he lived naturally was the Apostle John, and that was around AD 100, I believe. And also in UBF, their understanding is that in order to be saved, to receive God's salvation, you have to accept UBF's one-to-one Bible study and teach college students. And that if you're not within UBF and teaching UBF theology, that you are in the wrong, that you don't have God's salvation, you'll lose God's salvation if you leave. That's UBF's foundational belief. So then, here is the question. How are the people or the Christians who were born or lived between AD 100 and 1959, how are they saved? Think about this. There's people like Charles Spurgeon, John Wesley, William Tyndale, Martin Luther, Billy Graham, just to name a few, who are evangelists. So if you ask like a UBF current member, they'll say, "Oh, these guys are admirable evangelists," but then you're gonna stop and think about, wait a minute, they weren't part of UBF. They didn't accept UBF's calling to fish for college students. So how were they saved? How did they get salvation? Right? And at that point, that's gonna really get the UBF current member to really think about their belief system. And they'll probably say something like, well, that was their case was different. Which doesn't really make too much sense, because God is the same God. So then it's like, no, they do believe in the same Jesus Christ. They use the same Bible. They use the same text, the Holy Bible. They use a different version, but the same Holy Scriptures, so to speak. So then, Billy Graham, Charles Spurgeon, and William Tyndale, there are heretics and lead people to hell. And a UBF member will say, no, that's not true. That's not the case. No, they wouldn't do that. Because if you really think about it, it comes down to this. Either everybody between AD 100 and 1960 were leading people to hell and not worshiping Jesus correctly, or you don't need UBF, let alone its theology, a human shepherd, to be saved by Jesus and receive salvation. It's one or the other. There's no beat around the bush about it. And when you get to this point of discussion, the UBF shepherd will probably be angry, mad, or prayerfully, they'll really have to really think about, their belief system. Yeah, so that is the one question they cannot answer, is how are the people before UBF but after the last disciple of Jesus died, how were they saved? If there was no UBF, or they didn't receive that calling to establish to establish house churches, and college students. Sorry about that. And they'll question us like, well, the times are different. Like, I mean, even though the counter argument you can make was, despite the times are different, they're still worshiping the same God. So, whether times are different then or now, shouldn't they all be doing this? Shouldn't they all be in the same page and worship Jesus the correct way? There you go. So that's gonna give something for current members to really think about. So yes, this is a bit shorter video. There's more I can talk about in this video, but I'd rather like split it up into smaller videos. There's other topics that deserve its own video. So, this is Eric Navas. Until next time.